For years, the words stock photography have conjured images of suits and offices collectively celebrating or collectively angry or collectively shaking hands. But those days are over, and there's a new wave of stock photography that's actually fun and super creatively satisfying. So when you tell somebody you shoot stock photography, you don't have to be embarrassed about it. And you can actually make some nice passive income doing it, and we're gonna show you how, and how much.
We're going to be completely transparent with you about the passive income we make from stock photography. Without dedicating much time at all to it, we passively made over 16 grand from stock photography sales in the last 4 years.
As I typed this VO script, we were 8 days into June, and I had already made $400 from stock this month by selling photos I took years ago.
All right, let's talk about how to take photos that people actually want to buy. The main categories of photos that clients will buy from you are these. Clients are often looking for lifestyle photos of people authentically living their lives. Now that might mean working, hanging out at home with their families, enjoying a lukewarm cup of cocoa in the snow, or sitting on one of those big Ars Flamingo floaties in the pool. Stock photos are often purchased to use for online articles, and photos of people often land right at the top of those articles.
Animals are another hot item on the stock photography needs list. If you can capture an animal being particularly cute or dressed up for a holiday, those photos can buy you dinner for weeks. Ugh, it's too cute, one more for good measure.
Architecture and decor are also pretty popular. Keep in mind that you can't sell photos of famous buildings or landmarks without a release, but we're not really talking about those here. What clients really want to buy are scenes from real rooms or buildings that can help tell their story.
This is another big one. Clients want well-styled photos of food and drink that look appetizing, especially if they're holiday themed or can be used in conjunction with all those articles that explain why millennials can't buy houses.
Popular landscape locations will sell like hotcakes until the world or the wanderlust trend ends. Clients want your rolling greens, your cliffs, your slanty trees, and your waterfalls. They want all of it.
Here's where you get to be extra creative. Think of an object or an idea that someone might want to write an article about and then create a shoot around it. Not many creative stock sites have photos that creatively depict food allergies, so we noticed the gap and took advantage of it.
Besides selling pictures of Carlton, hands down, the most photos we ever sell are of words. Think of creative ways to spell out words. Make sure you use words that are topical and might come up often on the internet.
We've already sort of mentioned it, but creating shoots for popular topics, current trends, and holidays are all great ways to make clients want to buy your photos. Whenever I go to the store, I always keep those things in mind and readily find props for those kind of shoots.
Okay, so now that you know what kind of photos clients are looking for, there are a few rules you need to know.
I am not listening to your rules.
It's pretty self-explanatory, but you just can't do it. All the good stock photo sites won't even let you upload photos with visible logos, but if something fell through the cracks, you can easily face litigation. Just don't do it.
This isn't really a rule as much as it is a goal you should have if you want to make money. No matter what you're shooting, your subject should feel authentic. This especially applies to people, but don't forget to apply this to animals, locations, and food and drink as well.
If you're selling photos, you've got to keep your potential clients in mind when editing. Clients don't want over-processed photos. Try to stay away from unnatural edits, grain, obvious HDR, and overly sharpened images. It's okay to keep your photos a little moody or create fun lighting, but don't take risks in the editing department.
If you shoot any person or recognizable location, you need a model or location release to sell those photos. You can buy these releases online or have a lawyer draw them up for you, but some stock sites will automatically provide these for you.
Okay, so you know how to take photos that people want to buy. Now you just need a platform to sell your photos on. We use a site called Stocksy. We like it because it caters to the style we shoot in, and it pays us 50% every time one of our photos sells. It's ran like a co-op, so it also feels like we have a bit of a voice in the way the site operates. Stocksy is not an open platform though, so it keeps the images pretty curated. That being said, you do have to apply and be vetted before you can start submitting. Here are some other sites you might want to check out. Some stock agencies just have way too many photographers contributing photos, so your photos don't stand out very easily. We recommend going after a more boutique stock agency where you have a better chance of your photos being found and you get paid more fairly.
If you want clients to buy photos from you, you need to stand out. Don't shoot what everyone else is shooting unless you can do it way better or way more unique than they do. Instead, go off the beaten path a little and dominate an area where there aren't many photos for clients to choose from.
When shooting people, keep your models diverse when possible. It's important to remember that these photos could likely be seen by a large amount of people, so don't forget to represent a large amount of people. it just makes sense.
A lot of the stock photos that we upload to Stocksy are just from shoots that we've already done for other reasons. But today we're gonna go do a dedicated stock photography shoot with 2 models, and we're gonna take you along for the ride. Let's scoot into it. My name's Rachel and I'm years old. I like extreme sports and I'm looking for a guy who can build a beautiful website fast. If you don't use Squarespace, you can't be first place.
What's up? My wife is gonna kill me for being here.
Did that just say you don't use Squarespace?
What's Squarespace?
Next. I don't have time for anyone who doesn't have time for Squarespace's award-winning 24-hour customer support. Did that just say SoundCloud rapper? Next. If he doesn't use Squarespace's beautiful custom templates, then he doesn't deserve this beautiful template. And also no SoundCloud rappers. Please tell me you use Squarespace.
Use it? Girl, I married it. I'm gonna walk past these Metro bikes too, so I don't get that. All right, will you guys go into the sun? So go ahead and just like scoot down there and scoot kind of close together. I started shooting with an 85mm because not only will this help separate our subjects from the background, but will also more easily avoid logos and license plate numbers on the street. Here, we have beautiful hair light coming in from the low sun behind them.
When we selected our models' outfits, we made sure to avoid logos. We also made sure to coordinate their outfits without matching and selected bright, contrasty colors that added to our fun city street vibe.
In order for it to feel like genuine moments, we had them tell jokes, chat, and just goof around on the scooters.
We shot with a pretty shallow aperture and would either place both models on the same focal plane or focus on one over the other with a shallow depth of field. We wanted to create a sequence of images, so we had them park along a curb and hang out. We shot most of these with a 35mm lens.
35 or 24?
I could do a little bit more shallow. It was 1.8.
Oh, that was? Okay. I would also shoot like some, like, if we can get a clear background, stagger them a little bit. Yeah. Watch your back, Prius, it's silent and deadly.
Prius is silent if he keeps it under 5 miles per hour.
We then moved up the block to one last location.
Okay. Okay, let's move to a spot where there's less art.
He's blocking shadows on your face, so right now you have a spot that's just in the sun. There, that's better. All right, talk amongst yourselves. All right, I think this light might actually be too hard. Here, we switched our focus between the 2 subjects to add some shot diversity.
And no stock shoot is complete without some selfies.
Last but not least, we shot them individually with a pair of headphones on to provide a little more variance to the catalog of photos. The golden sunset really helped add color and dimension to these shots.
After a quick 30-minute shoot, these photos should make us enough money to buy Carlton and Chesterfield treats for years to come. Okay, so now that you know everything that we have to tell you about stock photography,
In our brain helmets.
we're gonna go out and do a shoot so you can see how we shoot.
Perfect. That was it.
Okay, now that we've told you everything there is to know that we know about stock. Okay.
Yeah, it's a cut.
I'm 100 and I'm getting it. Como lomo, luxury. on when I drop in this. When I turn up, you know I'm on my.